Dr. Sounds, and this is another video showcasing part of my vintage toy collection. Now, the items that I have today are not particularly rare or expensive, but I think they're still really cool items, and I want to kind of talk about them a bit, and maybe it'll take you on a trip down memory lane or introduce you to something you didn't know about. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is a line of McDonald's Happy Meal toys from the year circa, actually I can check, 1986. And these toys are Muppet Babies. And Muppet Babies was a animated TV show from the 80s with baby versions of all of the Muppets as had been made popular on Sesame Street, and well, these Muppets were from the Muppet Show. And oh no, I think I might be missing Kermit's skateboard. That's embarrassing. Anyway, these toys are part of a set that was given out with McDonald's Happy Meals. Particularly this set, the 5 of them, were from Happy Meals in Canada. Apparently, Animal here, in his little wagon, was only released in Canada. But the other 4 were available in the US, and I'm not sure about other countries. But the reason I wanted to show these toys is not only because they are special to me, that they bring back really fond memories of my childhood, but also because I just think they're great examples of some of the best toys that were designed for the McDonald's Happy Meal line, possibly ever since they started putting toys in with the fast food. I think they are just they're really well designed in terms of color and in terms of functionality. When you think that these toys are almost 30 years old and they're still functional and good looking, and that you still see so many of them around, even if you're not as old as me, you probably will recognize these from, your grandma's basement or your cousin's basement, because these toys have kind of stuck around for a very long time, even though, they were only available for a short time. Okay, good news. I just stepped out to grab Kermit and his skateboard because it just was terribly wrong that his pals were all sitting here with their vehicles and he wasn't. Anyway, so these toys, like I said, are really great example of merchandising, and it's also fun because you can switch out the characters between the vehicles, at least the ones that are in the same poses. So you can put Gonzo into Miss Piggy's car and vice versa, even though it doesn't match as nicely. But I really think these are great collectibles, and they're really easy to find. So if you're looking at these now and you're thinking, oh man, I wish I could get some of these, well, good news. They're rather easy to find, either if you can dig for them yourself at a thrift store, or you can purchase them online. But the only thing I'll say is that if you are shopping online, make sure you don't pay too much. These are quite common, so I wouldn't, if we're talking about US dollars, for a complete set, like I wouldn't go, for a complete set in excellent condition, I wouldn't go over $10, maybe between 5 and 10. Some sellers will really try to kind of jack up the price, and that's okay. I mean, people can sell things for whatever price they want, but of course you as the consumer can decide what you are willing to pay. But if you are shopping for these in the US, you probably won't find animal. But of course, eBay and Etsy allow you to shop internationally, so you could find animal that way if you really wanted to have this particular character. Okay, so this is the initial line of Muppet Babies Happy Meal toys. Now, I'll move these away. And speaking of international releases, I'll kind of show a little bit of another aspect of this line, and these are vehicles that were also released by McDonald's, and they connect together like so. And as you can see, based on the color scheme and the design, that these are also designed for the same characters, at least theoretically. And for this particular kind of train, it was only released in certain parts of the US, or at least so I'm told. Now, in my thrift hunting, I have found these vehicles, so you know, it's not unusual for people in my part of Canada to visit the US, or maybe they, you know, they travel across the border, so it's not at all unusual to find US items in Canada. But I still need to kind of figure out what's going on with this collection. As you can see, this Kermit is in a seated position as opposed to the standard standing for the skateboard one. And so that's how you can tell that this guy is meant to go with this set. But anyway, I have to do a little more looking into what this particular collection entails. For now, I have a few, and that's good enough. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight for Collector Sounds. I hope you enjoyed seeing this part of my toy collection, as humble as it is. Nothing terribly fancy, but I think it's pretty cool. And of course, when it comes to collecting, you want to collect the things that you like, not just because they're valuable or rare, but if you want to have them and either display them or store them, you want to make sure that they're items that bring you pleasure and happiness. And for me, that is definitely the case with these Muppet Babies. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.